So guys, today we're back at it again, and I'm in Innsbruck, and I'm currently in the park of the castle of the habsburger, and currently surrounded by helicopters. And Innsbruck is pretty nice, bro. I don't know if you ever visited, but it's got a big park, and I'm just staying in this park at this ancient castle where the wealthy lived. I'm just walking around and having some time with nature. And I think that the Habsburgers owned that castle. I'm not sure, but I didn't do a guided tour or something like that because I don't know. I'm trying to save some money for myself, bro. Those tickets are crazy expensive, probably. I don't know. So we're just chilling at the park and paying way too much for parking, but 2 hours for €5, and then it will add up because I'll stay longer. So paying for parking is the worst thing humanity has come to. Seriously, I hate needing to pay to exist. I wanna get paid to exist. I wanna get paid to exist, not pay to exist in a fucking parking space where I'm charged for existence. Oh my god. Do you guys ever realize that? Because to me, I always try to find a way to not pay for parking, but these days it's getting harder and harder. In Austria it's not like in Switzerland where everywhere you fucking go you have to pay for parking, but it's not like that. But I think it's way more there, but close to cities and everything where there's more people, or the municipalities decide to charge some money so they can build a new kindergarten of parking spaces which they collect, or some private dude thinks, I have this, let's capitalize on that. Or bro, it's gotta be basic human right to park, to exist in a place. Why do you have to pay to be to exist somewhere? That's crazy. Like, is this bro, is this what humanity has come to? That's the things on my mind right now, So I really hate it, and I like to show it, and maybe someday something will change. You gotta speak your mind, bro. Other than that, what you gonna do, man? How you gonna change the world, bruh, other than through words, bruh? How you gonna change everything? The mind state of humanity. How will it evolve? If AI evolves, why are we not evolving? Why are we not evolving spiritually and sharing our thoughts to existence? And I think everything on this earth was provided to us, everything that we need, but we made a system, bruh. And now it's not like that, but it has to. Actually, it's the natural way you exist, and if you are right with God, then he doesn't want all too much from you. He is not like, hey, come on, to get up to this, to that. He is very how do you say, he's very patient and so yeah, it's not like this world which always stress and push and I don't know. So it's crazy imagining this castle behind me. It probably like through 100 years or something like that, there was the elite in them, and they ruled Innsbruck and and now they just have different castles, man. Now they build their own castles. Back then they made the people build them their castles, forced them to build their castles. But nowadays they just do elite stuff, and then they end up building their own castle because that's the way back. Yeah. So that's crazy. For hundreds of years, they had their master, their leader right on display in front of them, or they're up there on the mountain, on the castle. And nowadays you don't even, it's very, you can't even see the behind the veil too much of this elite, this ruling over a place. Nowadays it's different. They do it on a different way. But nowadays, even nowadays, these historic buildings and everything, they always turn into some sort of money grab. They always want to sell you tickets, and to go inside you have to pay this fee, and bro, I don't think we should capitalize of these historic sites like that. And no, there shouldn't be a space where you can't just enter without any ticket, because those offering the tickets or demanding the tickets. Bro, they didn't even build the castle themselves, and now they want to profit from those kings back then and everything, to make some bucks, and everything is turned into a money grab, and nothing stays free to the public. And that's a huge thing I see in Europa and in Europe, you know. Everywhere I go, you always have to pay some fee to see into and to come close and have the view. And bro, that's crazy, you know. You travel somewhere and then they don't let you in because, bro, you have to pay us. So it's everything is a money grab, and if you paid everything you traveled, bro, it won't go too good for a long time. Those things are, you know, they sell you prices. It's like going to a concert. It's like paying 40 euros for a concert. You get to travel on the rail up the mountain, and then you're in the castle and you get to see, and you have a tour. And like many of us people, we just wanna explore on our own. We don't want to have these guided tours. We just wanna check it out for ourselves and have our own thoughts about it, and admire and take time with things of the past and reminisce, and not reminisce, but to you know, to realize how it was back then, and it's not all too different from now. Everything is did in a different manner, but essentially the power structures are the same, and those end up in the wrong hands some kind of weird way. Yeah. So guys, that's my thoughts for this day. Today is probably Wednesday, not today, I don't know. But see you in the next one.